We're going to look at Exponent Properties LT 3b, which has to do with simplifying radicals. We go ahead and we type in the square root of 7 into our calculator and we get a decimal, so we just leave it how it is. Remember, when we are adding or subtracting radicals and that have the same bases, we go ahead and we keep that the same and we just add the outside numbers. So I'm going to do 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is 10, and like I said, I keep my square root of 7 the same. Now, we go and we double check. Square root of 5. When I type square root of 5 into my calculator, I get a decimal, so I leave it as 16 square root of 5. Now I type square root of 81 into my calculator, and I get that to be 9. Square root of 5 we already did, which was a decimal, so I leave it as 12 square root of 5. And square root of 36 is 6, so I change it to 6. Now, just like what we did with the previous problem, I have 16 square root of 5 minus 12 square root of 5. So I'm going to do 16 minus 12, which is 4 square root of 5. I still have plus 9 minus 6. Now I'm going to do 9 minus 6, which is 3. So I have 4 square root of 5 plus 3. When I get to this step, I realize that I can't combine these two because they are not like terms. So this is my final answer. Now I type in square root of 2 and I get decimal, so I leave it as 3 square root of 2 times I type in square root of 32 and I get a decimal, so I leave it as square root of 32 plus square root of 4 is going to be 2, so I'm going to change that and put it in parentheses. But I remember that I still have this 5 out in front that's being multiplied. Now I'm going to do 5 times 2, which is 10. I remember in front of my square root of 32, if there is no whole number, I need to put a 1. When I'm multiplying, I go ahead and I multiply my outside numbers. So 3 times 1 is 3. Now I multiply my inside numbers. 2 times 32, which is 64. I still have that plus 10. Now I need to double check. So in my calculator I type in square root of 64 and that is 8. I'm going to put that in parentheses because I still have that 3 out in front and I still have the plus 10.